If you resist lawful orders, you're going to jail. Let me be very clear about that. If you block an intersection or a roadway in Brevard County, you are going to jail. If you flee arrest, you're going to go to jail tired because we are going to run you down and put you in jail. If you try to mob rule a car in Brevard County, gathering around it, refusing to let the driver leave, in our county, you're most likely going to get run over and dragged across the street. If you spit on us, you're going to the hospital and in jail. If you hit one of us, you're going to the hospital and jail, and most likely get bitten by one of our big, beautiful dogs that we have here. If you throw a brick, a firebomb, or point a gun at one of our deputies, we will be notifying your family where to collect your remains at, because we will kill you graveyard dead. We're not going to play.
Yes, sir. Think about it. Many of these law enforcement officers are just doing their job, and they have to worry about bricks being thrown at them, people assaulting them, and then we have to worry about people holding up highways, stopping cars. Yeah, there should be no tolerance for it. You play stupid games, you win stupid prizes. But this is the energy that I love to see from law enforcement. It's unapologetic. It's not, hey, we're going to let you run all over us and do whatever you want. No. Because when law enforcement doesn't effectively enforce the law, people will then take it into their own hands. And that causes, in most cases, a bigger problem. But yes, our law enforcement should not be afraid to enforce the law. And if people want to F around, they can find out. And I love seeing law enforcement be unapologetic about dealing with rioters, the people who are causing harm, holding up highways, right? Like holding up streets, stopping people from taking care of their family, getting to work. What if someone's mother has an issue going on and they have to get to her? Or what if she's on her deathbed and they're rushing there to find her? These protesters are quite literally saying, don't worry about what you've got going on. We've got to protest, and that's more important than anything you've got going on right now. And if they want to get violent, law enforcement should make them regret it. I love to see the energy. More of this, more law enforcement doing this.
Every country has immigration laws. Why is it that the United States of America immigration law has to be a joke? And it is a joke because of the freaking Democrat Party with this open border crap, and these people have gotten entitled. They're fighting more to stay here than, listen, all that fighting you're doing against ICE and the federal government, where's that fight in your homeland, bruh? Why you didn't fight your government? Why you didn't fight them like you're trying to fight us? You're fighting our government. You're fighting ICE. You're fighting everybody to stay here while you trample the American flag, while you burn the American flag, while you wave the foreign flags, Mexico flag in particular. You waving all of that. If you love the country, go fight the same way over there. Make your country great. I support you. Like, this is why people are not supporting you. Your optics is wrong. Your motivation is wrong. It's not based in righteousness. It's not. See, when black people go out and fight, notice our fight is always based in something righteous. Let's go back to George Floyd. George Floyd's civil rights and human rights were violated that day with the knee on his neck and him dying in that manner. That's what set people off.
Hey guys, how you all doing? Welcome back again to another episode. Thank you so much for clicking when you saw this video. Yeah, like seriously, every country has its deportation law. Yeah, they has its deportation law, and there is nothing anyone can do about that. Okay, because even earlier when Trump was protesting, when he came out to announce that he wants to contest, he said it earlier that there was going to be a mass deportation. He has already put that on ground even before all these people voted him, right? Anyway guys, welcome back again to today's episode. Watch the remaining clip of the video and let me know what you think about them in the comment section.
A Florida sheriff warned that if there are protests in his county on Saturday, they have the right to kill you and notify your family of where to collect your remains. He also said that they will send their dogs to bite you.
You block an intersection or a roadway in Brevard County, you are going to jail. If you flee arrest, you're going to go to jail tight because we are going to run you down and put you in jail. If you try to mob rule a car in Brevard County, gathering around it, refusing to let the driver leave, in our county, you're most likely going to get run over and dragged across the street. If you spit on us, you're going to the hospital and in jail. If you hit one of us, you're going to the hospital and jail, and most likely get bitten by one of our big, beautiful dogs that we have here. If you throw a brick, a firebomb, or point a gun at one of our deputies, we will be notifying your family where to collect your remains at, because we will kill you graveyard dead.
There are mass protests planned for the 14th, which is the same day as Trump's birthday military parade. And some states are allowing protests to happen, but some places like Florida are now saying you cannot protest here, which is part of your First Amendment right to the right to assemble. And Governor DeSantis also said that anybody that hits a protester with their car, they won't go to jail for that because that's now considered self-defense.
And we also have a policy that if you're driving on one of those streets and a mob comes and surrounds your vehicle and threatens you, you have a right to flee for your safety. And so if you drive off and you hit one of these people, that's their fault for impinging on you.
Seems to be the place that all of the crazy racists that have had to operate in kind and status quo are now coming out of the woodworks. And if our leader is crazy, why would they keep anything under wraps? Everyone in Florida that is planning to protest on Saturday, please stay safe. Your governor does not care about your First Amendment rights, and I don't know what will occur there.
So I saw a post and it was like 100 Latinos versus 100 blacks. Shut the fuck up. Who the fuck wants to see that? How about 100 blacks and 100 Latinos opening up businesses other than rice and bean and soul food shops? How about that? How about we create businesses that all our children get jobs and they won't be in jail because blacks, Latinos are the majority in jail. Y'all gotta wake up and stop with this ignorant ass shit. Ignorant. It's time for us to come together on some real business shit. We already ate the rice and beans. We already ate the tacos. We already ate the soul food, the Jamaican food. It's time to infuse our foods, businesses. We going to mechanic shops. Niggas don't speak English. Why y'all don't hire black niggas to speak English? And then the other niggas speak Spanish. Two different monies. It ain't the same. Y'all ignorant. Money is money. Green is green to me. When I was working, everybody was under me. It wasn't about race. Everybody had a job. Legit, I got Mexicans right now. They told me I'll open up a restaurant. They coming to work with me. Because I don't play that. Everybody getting paid and it's equal. Fix it, Jesus. I hope you can fix it.
Jesus was here right now. Would you let him in?
As long as he went through the proper, as long as
he came here legally. As long as Jesus Christ came to this country legally, we would let him in.
Thank you, gentlemen.
Thank you. No, thank you.
That's pretty intense.
Yeah. I feel like Jesus was kind of like a big open border socialist.
Well, that's interesting that you say that. Well, there are some things that,
Saw we thee a stranger and took thee in, or naked and clothed thee? As ye have done it unto one of the least of these, my brethren, ye have done it unto me. What do you think it's about?
The only thing I can say is until we get our own people under control, I'm not worried about anybody outside this country.
We were talking about immigration. There were some parts in it that I thought were like pro-immigration.
they are. Jesus was an immigrant, right? Illegal immigrant?
No, he was born in Nazareth.
It was like an anchor baby.
Raised in Egypt. He did not apply for visas. He never came in through any country legally. If people come to our country and we don't give them home, we don't give them food, we don't give them water.
I just got offered $200 a day to go protest ICE in New York. The organization was called No Kings. They said June 14th we're going to be protesting and these are the streets that you need to be on and this is what you need to do. You need to cause chaotic disruptions, and they said that there's going to be pallets of like bricks and different things everywhere that protesters could use. They really want to wreak havoc. It's kind of ridiculous. Me as an American, although I need the money, I'm like, this is very, very unpatriotic. If I was to go take this money and go protest, it's not very American. It's not what I stand for. It's obviously not even, worth the time. But, $200 a day is what they're paying people to go protest. The corruption is up here because it goes way beyond these organizations. They want to destroy America, and people like me that need money are gonna go do it. I'm not gonna go do it, but people are gonna go do it. They're gonna go destroy, the city and cause chaos. It's just crazy that, they're even paying people to go do this. It just goes to show that everything we deal with is corruption, and these people at the top level, like, who's paying for this? There's got to be some billionaires paying for this so that, they could try to get Trump out or something. But, $200 a day to go cause chaos is, like, crazy. Not worth it, but also, like, really fucked up.
We have some news right now. Donald Trump just suffered a big loss in the United States Circuit Court for the Second Circuit Court of Appeals as the court rejected his appeal in the E. Jean Carroll sexual assault case. Trump was previously found liable and required to pay E. Jean Carroll millions of dollars for sexually assaulting her years ago, and he asked for a full review of the Second Circuit of the trial. And the Second Circuit just issued a decision denying Trump's appeal of E. Jean Carroll's victory. Two of the judges essentially would have dissented and would have sent the case back to the lower court, but this is a full loss for Trump. Now the final stop for him is the United States Supreme Court, and this isn't a case that the Supreme Court typically takes on or would touch, so expect the E. Jean Carroll verdict to remain. Donald Trump will have to pay millions of dollars to E. Jean Carroll likely in the coming months. We'll see what happens next. As always, spread the word. I'll do a full breakdown of this and more on my Substack, linked in bio, so subscribe for free. And follow along, stay up to date on all the news that you need to know about. There'll be much more to come very soon.
Liberals, I hope you take what just happened to a bunch of y'all in Minnesota as a warning. And if you guys are unaware of what happened, well, a large group of liberal protesters saw a bunch of federal agents show up, and they just decided we're not going to have this ICE bullshit around here anymore. So they pressed in on these agents, decided to throw shit and attack them. Now, little did they know, those federal agents, they weren't there to arrest illegal immigrants. No, they were there doing the other part of their job, which was raid that house for human and drug trafficking. Oh, and what was the result of the raid? Well, not only did they save 8 people from being human trafficked, but they also found 900 pounds of meth, almost half a ton of methamphetamines. And here's the best part. After they saved those people and after they captured those drugs, all the people that were attacking them were arrested. And they're not going to be charged with just having a violent protest. They're not going to be charged with just standing up for your right. No, they're going to be charged with trying to interfere with the rescue of human beings and the capture of 1,000 pounds of methamphetamines. Like, come on, liberals, just admit it's not about protecting the illegals. You just like attacking cops.
Dear Lord, please deport that Mexican and take him away from his family, the one that's out there mowing my neighbor's yard in the 110-degree heat. I want my family to feel safe again. Amen.
How many of you are willingly to say publicly that you're standing with Trump? I know I stand with Trump.
So people are now making it to look as if Trump lied about everything. They made it to look as if he lied to them. But initially, even before the campaign, Trump said it openly that there was going to be a mass deportation. He said it aloud, and a lot of people actually heard it. Even the people that voted him knew about that there was going to be a mass deportation, and they saw it, and they still went ahead and vote for Trump. So I see no reason why they are complaining about everything. So every country has his or her own deportation policy, right? And even if they want to deport, you can't stop them because that is part of the agreement. That is part of the policy. So people should stop making it look as if maybe Trump was the first person to be doing all of this deportation. Even when Obama and Biden was in the seat, they also deported, right? Yeah. So some of you that are actually complaining about this deportation, you knew so well that Trump was going to deport. he told you guys that he was going to be deporting 11,000 or 10,000 people, or especially those that are undocumented. Even a lot of the people that are undocumented still voted him. They knew about it. So why are you complaining?